Hi everyone, I'm Tamashi from Chances Education. Welcome you all another episode with Study, Settle and Succeed in Australia. So today we have our guest speaker, Ojini Seniragna, country manager for Swinburne University of Technology. So we have been in the industry for like past 14 years. So Swinburne was with us throughout the years. So welcome, Ojini. How are you?
Thank you very much for having me, and I'm good. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing the same, Ojini.
All right. Yes.
So Ujjini has a unique perspective when it's come to studying in Swinburne University because she was born and raised in Sri Lanka, and she took her step to study in Swinburne University. Like most of you might have seen Ujjini, but that's the story behind, right, Ujjini? So how was your experience?
Yes. It is kind of a similar journey. Back in then, most of the Sri Lankan students are experiencing right now, but that was more than a decade ago, I would say. But I still can remember the very first day I walked into the campus. Uh, I had butterflies in my tummy, honestly speaking. Uh, but the the time when I saw lots of international students, I felt okay. So I'm not the only one. So there are many international students that gave me a kind of confidence. And I still can remember that was the orientation week. So the first day of orientation, and that is where I got to talk to most of my academics, mingle with so many international students as well as domestic students, and also get to know how, like, what are the extra activities and societies that is available with Swinburne. So I think that is what is all about good side, but I have challenge as well, honestly speaking. That was being independent. As you said, like, a girl born and brought up in Sri Lanka.
And she are family oriented as well.
Exactly, family oriented. So my parents were behind me, and all of a sudden, when I go there, I was all alone. I had to do everything by my own. But thinking back and thinking right now, who I am right now, it's just all because of the challenge that I took, being independent, because that developed me as a person, and the qualification that I gained from Swinburne has given me so many other avenues, so open up like in so many opportunities. And so first tip from first question is being independent and always, like, attend your orientation.
Yes, yes. Like as I said, like our students, like they are very family oriented. Even parents are wondering, okay, it's like miles away. How can I send our child, right?
Yeah.
So I suppose that university was very welcoming, right?
Exactly.
And from the TAC perspective, Ujjini and our head office based in Melbourne,
Yeah.
right? And we provide the airport pickups. Like right now, the parents don't have to worry. We help them find accommodation and all.
Sure.
And talking about Melbourne, Ujjini, now let's clear out the anxieties most of parents and students have. So, like most of they're saying that Melbourne is congested and they are able to find accommodation. How would you say?
Well, then, Tamashi, I would ask the question back from you, like, then why Melbourne has become the most livable cities in the world? And we all know we can rank one of the best student destinations for international students. So that says everything, which means, like, Melbourne is a place that you can go and live there. And talking about cost of living, yes, it can be like, bit high, but of course, like, compared to other cities, the earnings also can be, like, high as well. And especially talking about Swinburne University. Now, Swinburne is located in Hawthorne, Melbourne, which is just 10 minutes from a train ride from Melbourne CBT. And it has all the shops, cafes, and your essential services close by. Well, I don't think, like, students should spend on there on a break or something.
Okay, okay. No, like the ones who been to Australia, right? And the parents are expecting that university is supposed to give them a job upon the completion of the studies, right? But we have to clear that out. Like the student will be getting the foundation from the university, like from the very beginning, like how to create a CV, right? And there are so many orientations happening, like outside companies coming to the university premises and guiding them how to find a job, like what are the personalities you have to improve. But it's not right the university to give you a job. But when it comes to Swinburne, they have their work integrated learning, right? What is that?
Yes, that's a good question, Tamashi, because anywhere Sweden is well known for its high graduate employability and guaranteed work experience. So we have work integrated learning embedded in all our undergraduate programs. So we call it like it's in our GMM. So every undergraduate program is embedded with either an internship, a placement, or industry project. So just imagine a student is going to Australia right after their A-levels. They don't have any experience at all. They don't have any exposure to the industry. So with this work integrated learning, they can expose to the industry, get some experience, where I think this can be a really good advantage when they apply for their first job.
Yes, it's because they are graduating with like Australian local experience in their resume, right?
Right?
Yes.
Some line of yeah.
Because like Melbourne is very competitive.
Yes.
That's the truth, right? But
This is especially for Tamashi undergraduate students.
Yeah.
But even the postgraduate students are the same. And also, like, how this is an example that we conducted a survey in 2024. So we have found out, like, when it comes to Swinburne, most of the graduates are getting like into a job market or a career, finding a career within their first 4 months after they complete their studies. And another example is like, for the postgraduate, especially for like, psychology, that is one of like, our students are getting one of the highest payments in Hong.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the financials, right? So parents need to have like a proper idea, like that's why agent comes to the story, like to guide them, right? But what sort of scholarships we England provide for these undergraduate and postgraduate students in here?
Yes, good question. Because Swinburne offers up to 30% scholarship, which includes like 20% and 30% scholarship. So 20% scholarship is for students who meets the entry requirement to Swinburne University. And for 30% scholarship, obviously for the higher J plus merit base. So if the student's average is high or GPA is higher, then of course, like, they'll be eligible for that. And the good thing about Swinburne is that no one wants to know, like, they have to apply separately for the scholarship. So once you put the application, the admission officer will definitely assess the profile and we grant the eligible scholarship for the student.
And more special about this scholarship is student doesn't have to apply separately. Once they apply, it is automatically assessed, right? Okay, so apart from the not on the scholarship usually, what are the other benefits, other grants you all provide?
Yes, so hope you mentioned about the $1,000 grant, Tamashi. Yes, so again, we are giving that for this intake as well. So we'll talk about it, like, and so for this new students who's like, coming to Swinburne, apart from the above scholarships that we mentioned, 20% and 30%, we had $1,000 grant for the student who is going to join for Swinburne in the upcoming intake.
Nice. And apart from the scholarship, from the TAC side, like a new student who's applied to Swinburne University of Technology, from our side, we are giving 100,000 rupees airfare subsidy. And on top of the 1,000 bursary that the Swinburne University provide. And if the student is eligible for the 20%, 30% scholarship, there's a huge sum of money that comes to around 350,000 Sri Lankan rupees. So apart from that, we provide any student who applying to the Swinburne University a smart tablet and we provide the airport pickups, and we help other students with the accommodation support as well. So, Uchini, now the massive intakes, February and July takes have already passed. I think deadlines also met.
Yes.
Any student now these Cambridge Genetics results are coming by this August, I suppose. So any student who wants to apply to the university, the same text, what's the good news you have to get it?
Okay, so if you are ready, we are ready, right? So we do have another intake in September. So if anyone misses like February or July intake, I would like to welcome you all for September intake.
So what are the programs available?
Yes, well, for the undergraduates, we offer all from all four streams, which is business, IT, health, and engineering. But for postgraduate programs, we offer from IT, engineering, and education programs.
I've mentioned that TAZ provide you accommodation support. So apart from our services, like finding a place be a puzzle for a student, right? What sort of assistance you're providing with some accommodation?
Yes, so that's a very good question, especially for parents, I would say, because now if what I think is like, parents are worried about the students or their kids' security, especially. So if you don't have any class relative or family member in Melbourne, my recommendation would be like, definitely go with the on-campus accommodation. Because when it comes to on-campus accommodation, it is 24 hour, 24/7 hours security is there. And as I mentioned earlier, like, the shops, cafes, and all the essential services are close by where the student does not need to like, go out and find like, anything. It's just like, your step.
All right. Now, from the admission to accommodation, we spoke, Ginny. So when it's come to apply to the university, what's the importance of applying to an authorized agent or registered agent with Swedbank?
Absolutely. That's another very good question, especially for parents as well as students in Sri Lanka, especially. Because I think with the registered migration agent, now if you want to get the accurate information, so you can get the accurate information from that particular agent who's authorized for Springfield University. And also, if you are a student or just imagine parents' situation. Now, parents are declaring their financials to the agent, so the trust should be there. So, and also, if there's anything that authorized agent has a very close relationship with the university. So, whatever happens, they can clarify and they can answer all your questions. So, I would recommend, like, I think GEC has been in the industry for quite a long time, as she mentioned, like, 40 plus years. So, you talk to them, get the best advice from them, and choose the right university and right direction.
Yes, yes. You mentioned about the bond that needs to have with the
Yes.
university and the agent, right? And the agent. Because like application process is not very simple, right? There are so many stages, like the admission part, the GS part, and the COE level. Like so many steps involved. Like if your agent is not like an authorized agent, like when it's come to the Mara licensed agents, our CEO, Mr. Nimal Veeratunga, he's a Mara licensed agent, and the so specialty about his notarized agent is every single document you are applying, like when you are submitting, when the lodge visa lodgement level, that goes with the Mara seal. Like even the case office and all, this comes with a genuine person. This comes through a genuine person, right? So that's the so specialty about applying to a Mara licensed agent. Yes, so we spoke about Melbourne. As we know, Melbourne is the business and technological hub in Australia, right? But yeah, that's true. Like it can be very competitive finding a job in Australia, Melbourne. So as a student who's been graduate from the Swinburne University, what are the benefits that the student might have?
Yes, I think that you're talking about maybe finding the part-time job opportunities, or maybe like after graduating, like looking for an opportunity, like their career. Yes, so I think talking about part-time job opportunities, I don't think like any of the international students it will be a hard call. Because compared to other cities, Melbourne is one of the top destinations for a lot of job markets, which is like in the sectors such as like hospitality, retail, and customer service. And especially like talking about me when I was a student at Swinburne, I used to work at IKEA, one of the famous retailers. So I think getting into a job, it's just you have to have your own personality and your skills as well. But then again, like talking about the graduate careers, that Swinburne is anyways like that's one of our Swinburne's strengths. So having a high graduate outcome. So once a student completes the degree, as I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
the student can get into the job very easily as well.
So what you are saying is, as a past student of Swinburne molded yourself to be able to apply any job confidently, right?
Exactly. So Swinburne not only gave me, that's because I told you, Swinburne does not only gave me an internationally recognized qualification, it gave me like, skills and mold my personality as well.
That's great. That's great. So student doesn't have to worry, right? And as G said, Swinburne or any university will give you the foundation and mold yourself, like how to apply the personality improvement, the qualities you have to enhance. But 90% of the work should be done from the student itself, right?
Well, like in students' commitment is much more needed.
Yes. So that's the importance of applying to an authorized agent, as OG said. So TAZ has been in the industry for 14 years, and our CEO, Mr. Nimal Virtunga, he's a Mara licensed agent. So a student might be wondering, a parent might be wondering, what is this MARA? MARA means Migration Agent Registration Authority. So anyone, an agent, if they're supposed to give migration advice to a student, they should have this registration. Otherwise, they won't be taking the responsibility for your case. So that's why we are providing you the genuine and legal advice, and every single document you're submitting at the lodgement state would be going with the seal of a Mar licensed agent. So there is an added advantage. Okay, Ujjini, to wrap things up, what's your heartfelt advice to give any student who's going to apply to the September intake or upcoming intakes?
Yes. So my advice would be like, don't let uncertainty block your pathways, block your journeys, and don't delay because right now we know what is happening in the region, in everywhere. So I think delays can lead to most of the disadvantages. So, and especially two things, selecting right university and selecting right agent, those two are must. And yes, as you said, very crucial. And after all, I think like, as she mentioned, like, I am working as a country manager for Swinburne University. Back in then, I was a student like Swinburne. So it's a whole journey, whole cycle of me and who I am today. It's just because of like, I took that step back in then and I overcome all the challenges and I didn't delay anything, right? So because of that, I'm just advising the students, especially don't delay. And the other thing is you have to do what you like, what you love, and what you are passionate about. So definitely that will give you the success.
Yes, so this is the advice, for student who is waiting for the results, LO results at Excel or Cambridge. So you don't have to wait home like another half of the year. We can apply it September intake, right, Ujini?
Yes.
And if you don't meet the direct entry requirements to the university, still you can apply with the diploma, foundation. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for the valuable insights you gave from the UCD side, and thanks again.
Thank you for having me, Tamashi. Thanks. Me, Tamashi. Thanks. Me.